Welcome to the island of misery. This way to Wall Street, where all your hopes and dreams will be dashed. Follow me! People of Wall Street, I'm here to serve and protect you. Up from the depths I come. Let me lead you. Let's grab this bull by its tail, mount it, and ride it with me into the future! Hear me, oh financial district, and people in that building beware. This is a Krull to arms. Follow me to glory!
Well, this just in. What's up, people? Oh, it's 12/12, and the year is 12. I didn't even try to do that. We're coming up with slogans for 2012. Some are calling it 20 dozen. Not a fan of that one. 2012, let's get swelve. Was up there. 2012, time to blelve. But 2012, how about this one? 2012, don't get anybody pregnant. That's for Steve Young. 2012.
21-2. This is how we do.
I kind of feel that, hatted man. 21-2. This is how we do. Long and worded, but it does really sum up the point. Now here, normally we were doing a video this morning, and I was all upset and that we were gapping higher and we weren't going to be able to make any money. But then I remembered the motive, the motivation we had for last year was don't lose money, wait to make money. Don't lose money, wait and prepare to make money. So what did we do? We sat there bitching and moaning first I couldn't get into my Options Express account, which is great. By the way, if you're interested in opening up an Options Express account, I know we've talked about this. I realized that they've been bought by Schwab, so things might not be as good over at Options Express as they used to be, because I'm not a big fan of Schwab, and I'm sort of not becoming a big fan of Options Express as I used to be. The site is pretty good, but if you want to get really, really commission low prices, it's Options House. But so obviously we all know where Google's going this year, and we're getting a nice jump on the get there. The overnights were FMCN, GLD, and ITMN. I suggested that you stay in all three of those from yesterday because the charts, we had a charting seminar. It was fantastic. Then we started drinking, and then hot cocoa showed up. We're going to show you that footage next week. Then we went out to try to free the bull. We went to banks. We had a lot of fun on Friday, did a lot of different things. Now it's all about Stereo Mike and finding himself an intern to help him footage this, finagle his way through the footage that we fondled. But so I'm angry about where Google's opening up. I'm not happy about the Qs gapping up a point. I'm not happy about any of this. What's even more insulting on this day is that one of my holdings is getting destroyed. That would be the panel. But let's talk about the positives, because that's what we do here now. We changed over from wallowing in misery and grief. We talk about only the positive things, even though somebody out there, at least a good 20% of the people that watch my videos say,
all he talks about is his winners. He never talks about his losers. Oh, everybody talks about his winners. He just probably isolates the ones that he made money on. He just reflects on those. Well, let me isolate this for you.
I did 4 trades today, okay? Was sitting there waiting for something to happen. And you know, when when your futures are gapping up that big, there's no way in the planet that I'm looking for longs. So I sat and I waited. Nothing. Do I chase the Yoku? No. Do I chase the Google? No. Gonna get into maybe some price line? Nah, I'm not chasing that either. And they all proceeded to go up a little bit more. But what I did do is I stalked and I waited, and we saw MasterCard getting weak. Of course, it went short. Of course, when it went red, it immediately spiked up a point, but then it came right back down a point. Faux show, bro, right in your face. And then it gave us confirmation that we could add to the MA trade, so we got short the MA. Yeah. And then, taking our cue From the MA, we went and shorted some Visa. Yes, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Then, looking for weakness, we went to our old friend CRM, which we believe is a manipulated piece of garbage that will head down to $80 this year. If I'm going to make price predictions, I'm going to go full blown. Hey, you know what? Did I just say 80? No, $40 on CRM. Because if I'm going to make price predictions today for the whole year, because these mean nothing, I might as well go balls to the wall, $40 on CRM. And also Cisco to 20, and also all the other overnights worked out. The FMCN was a genius one. The GLD, not that I know anything about gold, but it broke 150 on Friday. On Thursday, we held it overnight on Friday. I sold it at 153. I suggested that you hang on to it if you were so inclined to just continue to buy what I sell, because generally that does work. So then we did another trade, and then lo and behold, I did go long a stock like GMCR, because if you're going to get long a stock, you have to know what your expectations are. GMCR is the kind of stock that can rip 3 or 4 points. It's the kind of stock that can tack on 5 more points out of nowhere. So even though it's gapped up and it was running, when it broke 47, we got involved, made 10 cents, moved on. Then we had, so that was our 4 trades. MA short, Visa short, CRM short, and the GMCR long. Then, lo and behold, 3 or 4 more opportunities came along, but I decided not to play because I'd rather just sit there and look at my profitable day than not look at my profitable day. Okay, now for the predictions. Google, again. Been saying this since 400. Now, somebody brought this to my attention. They said, I don't watch my own videos. After 6 or 7 seconds, I can't stand looking at my face no matter what I'm saying. I'm amazed that I get, 300-400 of you guys to sit through them. But there's a guy out there, and a lot of guys watch my old videos. Somebody said, you made a sick prediction on Google and Apple. In October of 2010, you said in December of 2011, Google would be $650 and Apple would be around $420. Pretty bold, I guess. Some sick predictions. So let's go out on the limb again. Hold on to your hats for this one, kids. I don't know if you've been in the chat room or if you've seen any of my videos where I think Google's going to go. $1,200, split 8 for 1, down to 150, get back to 200. So what I'm saying is Google to 2,000. I know, crazy, right? Google to 2,000. Think about it. It's a $66 stock. All I'm looking for it to do is go to 200, if you think about it, but split adjust it. Remember, when they do the 8 for 1 split, after it hits 1,1200, it'll be down to 150, if I'm doing my math correctly. And then at 150, everybody and their mother who never bought Google before is going to buy it at 150, drive it right back to 200. So split adjusted, not 2,000. So 8 times 2 would be 1,600. So Google to 1,600. 1,600. And I'm talking about December 18th of 2012, just before the Mayans and the Earth starts opening up. So make sure you don't buy your Christmas presents. Don't buy your Christmas presents until we're sure that the world doesn't come to an end. There should be all these we'll have all these Mayan sales and all this other stuff. So make sure you don't do that. But what I was wrong about in
21-2.
That's how you do. What I was wrong about in Y2K, and I was preparing for war. I had my, shotguns all polished up. I had my, ready to rock. Bullets galore, canned goods. I was ready. And I was under the impression that we should be selling off the market if we're anticipating some sort of catastrophe. But yay. Here we are again. The Y2K Mayan comparison. So this time, I'm going to think we're going to do it again. We're going to rally all year. Right to the Mayan death penalty. Right to it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Right to it. So every day, Dow 18,758, NASDAQ 4,600, Google 1,600. Thank you. You heard it here first. And you know what? You got to remember something. None of these predictions mean dick squat if you're not involved and if you're not actually an active trader. And if you think Google's just going to go from today right to December without having some pitfalls and traps and faux show bros, you got to be kidding me. It could go to 200 before it goes to 1,600. That's the way the market's been over the last year or so with the volatility and all the catastrophes in Egypt. And you got to know we're going to war with North Korea. You got to know that there's going to be world war with Iran. Nostradamus. It's not easy, not too hard to figure out what's the next agenda out there for the Illuminati. What's going to be our distraction? Come on. You know there's going to be volcanoes and earthquakes, tsunamis. Bless you. You know all that shit's coming. But yay, Google will buy out. First of all, Google's going to buy Taser. Then they're going to buy Cisco. Then they're going to buy Dry Ships. Then they're going to buy U.S. Steel. Google's going to be one of those OCP companies. They're going to be making freaking solid steel Taser routers that you could purchase and put them in your. And if somebody tries to infiltrate your router, you get shocked by the Taser. It's going to be fantastic. All right, so purchase that and suck on my balls. And make sure that you get your if you haven't got your invitation to my private radio broadcast, send me an email right this second. No. Right this second. Jefferson at hitthebid.com. Send it now.
Otherwise, suck it.
I will send you the link, and then you will be able to hang out with me to get these freaking calls every day. And don't be this guy sitting outside who doesn't even come into my room. Mind blowing. Buy 3,000 FSLR at 12:30 in the afternoon again, because that always works out.